In 2013, I walked the Camino de Santiago, the famous 800-kilometre pilgrimage route across Spain. I wasn't Catholic, I wasn't religious, I really didn't know why I felt so compelled to do this long and, for me, agonising walk. During the walk, I met some pilgrims who helped change my life. They've since become lifelong friends. When I got back home, I wrote a book to try and make sense of it all. The book became very popular, and now it's a movie. And those friends that I met on that Camino 10 years ago have now come back to play themselves in the movie.
Ce n'est pas la bonne route.
Ah, bonjour, madame. Bonjour, monsieur. Good morning.
I never wanted to make a film about myself at all. I didn't think that I could do it. I didn't think that anybody would be interested. It was just not something that interested me at all.
Yeah, but you are from Australia. Don't you drink beer?
What? I don't drink beer. I've never drunk beer.
Why?
Well, I don't drink beer because the only place you drink beer in Australia is in a pub, and pubs are dirty and smelly and they're full of yobbos.
When I made the decision to regard myself as somebody outside of myself, as this character that existed outside of me, and that character was kind of interesting, basically because the character was just so messed up.
I was just hoping that you would come back a changed man.
Oh, I'm a changed man. Last night I drank beer.
Good, darling.
But there was a transformative arc in the story. Then that became interesting, and I thought, well, I can do this. But I'm not doing a film about me. I'm doing a film about that stupid, horrible person over there.
Could you take a shot for me?
Okay.
Not too much headroom. Oh, come back. Oh, just a minute. There's too much headroom.
It's been a tricky film, really, from a performance point of view. There is a mixture of actors and non-actors. And in a sense, the actors have to pitch their performance to the non-actors. In a film like this, the non-actors set the mark. They set the benchmark because they have the truth. They hold the truth. They hold the authenticity.
I think I will see you again. What you need? How is it? Oh my God.
You know, it's really quite interesting because the real pilgrims, what I call the actuals, in many ways they've sort of determined the style as well, because they bring a truth, they bring an authenticity to it, and so the style of the film, the visual style of the film has to accompany that.
Laszlo.
Oh, hi, Bill.
Hey. Water.
Oh, here. Oh no, it's empty.
When it came to casting the part of Bill, we had to have an actor who was able to work with non-actors. A lot of actors are scared of that.
Chris is a very subtle actor. He's highly observant. He's an incredibly skilled technical actor. It's been a real joy.
Do you mind if I ask you something personal? How much does your backpack weigh, and what is your body weight?
You see me? No, but no one is, you know. This is not mimicry. This is acting.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy in a lot of ways. Oh, shush. As we got into this, I realized that there was something a little deeper that I needed to find.
Oh, thank you. There. Oh, thank you.
You okay?
Yeah, thank you.
And I think you have to say that the character's based around Bill. So Bill is not exactly Bill, but he's quite similar.
Cristina is Spanish pilgrim who is walking to Camino for forgiveness, seeking for forgiveness for her sins.
Forgiveness for what? I mean, if you don't mind me asking.
Because I'm a bad person.
Oh, I don't think you are a bad person.
que non nome. She has a very strong and very sad story, and she's devastated, and she's seeking for forgiveness, not only from God, from herself as well. She's trying to find herself.
This is the Camino. Miracles happen all the time. Oh, yes. Yeah. Forgive yourself and ask for a miracle.
Bill, this is incredible. Hey,
Hello!
you're here. How's your knee?
No, it's not so good. I took a bit of a fall.
I saw his knee in Pamplona.
It doesn't look good. It's pretty swollen.
Let's put some ice in it.
It was big, red. It looked like that he must stop and rest.
How am I supposed to walk with that?
Walk with that? You're crazy.
Just in Pamplona, when I saw his knee, that I realized that, okay, this guy is not going to make the Camino. It's impossible.
That is bone on bone. You will need a new knee,
Replacement.
Yeah. You will not be able to continue your Camino.
We'll see about that.
Working with Bill has been really special. When we kind of first met and when we started working together, he imparted a lot of his hesitation and reservations with even making this movie and telling this story because it's so personal to him.
I need something to see me through this. Otherwise, I could easily give up.
Finally, honesty. Good. But I still think there's some male ego in there.
Maybe.
There's just such a camaraderie. It felt like all of us were just meeting each other in the middle and really trying to support and uplift each other to make this something really amazing.
I think the decision to work with a very small crew of highly skilled and talented people has proven to be the correct decision because, I started to ask myself, why hasn't an English language movie been made on the Camino since the Martin Sheen film The Way 13 years ago? And now I know why, because to mount a production on the Camino is really damn hard. I think the only way you can really do it truthfully, authentically, is to do it the way we've done it, which is have a very small crew, have a very small footprint, be almost invisible, if you like, and slip into the ebb and flow of the Camino.
We couldn't have done it with a big crew. We couldn't have had gaffer trucks in there. We couldn't have had, the usual rigmarole. There just isn't the access. We wouldn't have been able to access the places we were able to access, the people we were able to kind of meet along the way, and I think it served the film well.
Callum and I were very uncompromising in our, just in the way that we depicted geography. And when you walk the Camino, you walk from A to B, and the film has to be from A to B. It's very tempting to go, oh gee, at this point here, there was a really great sequence. If we moved it here, then it would be even better. But you can't do that because you're altering geography. There are going to be people who watch this film that'll go, that's wrong, and then they'll pick the whole film apart. And you can't do that. If you're going to be true to the Camino, if you're going to be, really have true, authentic experience, then you've got to be true to the geography. You've got to be true to all this minutiae. I mean, the fact that I've now walked 5 Caminos, I think, has helped enormously because I understand the thinking of the Camino people.
Hey, Bill! What are you doing here? Hey! It's impossible to be here.
Why, you took a taxi.
No, I didn't take a taxi.
It's so exciting. I'm very happy to stay here and is involved in this movie because a sort of relive my Camino 10 years ago.
Can't imagine 10 years ago when I met Bill that Camino would provide to come in a movie.
Hey, so you're telling me that up there on the Meseta is death?
Up there is death.
After you.
Bye, Bill. Hey, we will see you up there.
I remember that I said even, oh, that man can't reach Santiago in this way because he's very limping.
Good, I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
Oh. Buen camino.
Buen camino, Bill. I don't know if Bill is a crazy man or a stupid man.
I think he's a stupid man.
You see, none of us really knew when we started off the Camino what impact it would have on us. I didn't know. I look at my life now as being pre-Camino and post-Camino. There is a definite division point. Division point wasn't sort of 1 day or 2 days, it was probably a period of a couple of years. But that's the level of impact that the Camino, walking the Camino, had on me.
It's been an absolute joy. Every day has been an adventure. Every day has had something wonderful happen. And most of that has revolved around the absolute joy of being on the Camino de Santiago.
Just a second. Yeah, take that one. Oh, gracias. Okay. Salud! Arriba!
Absolutely fantastic. That, for me, has been the special treat of making the way my way.
Hey, sweetheart. That's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But I did it.
I think this film, really, when it comes down to it, is a love story. I mean, there are very strong comedic elements to it, of course. There are very strong emotional and dramatic elements to it. But in the end, it's a love story.
Sweetheart, I'm a pilgrim.
You know, if people who walk the Camino see this film, they go, yes, that's a true depiction of the Camino. I relate to that. That marries with my understanding and my personal experience of the Camino. If that happens, then I'll feel that the film has been a success.